Alrighty, hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Okay, so I've just been doing some work on the shuttle. Added some tanks, just a few things. One thing I need to finish doing actually is connecting this. I wonder how I can do that. Let's see. I wonder if I can go through the floor. Nice. Oh, we can't go through there. So we'll have to get rid of one of the defibrillators. And then we can tie it in there. Okay. Yeah, because we can't reach... We launch... So what I'm doing is I'm getting ready to get our spacewalk vehicle. And we can't launch from this side. So this is kind of like a fake side, but I want to balance the weight of it, so I just added this to the other side. So now what I want to do is I just want to connect it so that way it, instead of going to the winch there, it's going to come up through the floor. Then, we have to come down. I guess we could do that. And then this needs to be... Yeah, that's right. So all that does is it feeds air to here, and then this hose is going to be connected inside to the RCS vehicle. However, that's, like I said, I don't really know what that's going to look like yet. That's what we're doing today. So the rocket is pretty well done. I did a test flight last night. We can pretty much trim our linear speed down to about 5 meters per second. What is that? 3.6 per kilometers? Is that right? So I think it's 3.6. Yeah, so it's not very fast. It's about 18, 20 kilometers an hour. Right, in each direction, which is okay. It's slow. So what I'm hoping with that is that I'll be able to we'll be able to spacewalk and still kind of keep up with the spacecraft as it's moving. That's sort of the idea, right? I don't think we're ever going to be able to get to absolute zero. We could try, but I don't think we will. Or I need to upgrade these to medium rockets. But we're going to build a bigger. We're going to build a bigger one. We're going to have some fun with it and play around with it. But yeah, so this is just kind of like what we're doing now is we're building a rocket, we're testing it, we're designing our critical systems, and we're designing our other systems that we want. We're trying to figure out the space, like all that kind of stuff, right? That's what we do when we build our first rocket. And I've built a few, but this is my first kind of complete start to finish with all these systems in it. And I'm looking at it now, and I'm realizing like the diameter needs to be larger. So it needs to have, instead of 4 rockets, it probably needs to have 8. And the fuel needs to be double. The living space needs to be double. So the rocket needs to be about this tall. So what we're going to do is we'll build a second rocket after this. And it's going to have a lot more stuff in it and a lot better systems. And it'll be really cool. But this is where we're starting. This is how we start. So we have our rocket. We've built it. Okay. The last thing we need to do is have a vehicle that allows us to leave the rocket and go to space, but still be tethered. This is what I've been wanting to do ever since I saw a picture of it on the on this. I wonder if it's still there. I don't want to exit the game. No, is it the workshop? I don't think it's the workshop. It is. Let's see here. If we go here and we click on Stormworks. And we look at, this is pretty sweet. I want to build. I saw that and I'm like, I want to build something like that too. It was the DLC, I think it was. Screenshots. All. Where are we looking here? What am I looking at? Store page. Gotta go to the store page. And then when we look at, oh look, the reviews have actually gotten better. That's good. See, now that they stopped, that was my whole thing with Stormworks. Such a great game, right? But there was a period in time where they were really changing the game, and it was hard to keep up to, and that really frustrated the community. But it seems like now everybody's kind of settling into. It's a pretty sweet game. It's a pretty sweet game. Okay, so we want to look at the DLC. We want to look at space, and there was a photo of it. There's a photo here of it that they showed that. Oh yeah, in the ocean. I haven't tried that. I haven't tested that part yet. No, where is it? Where is it? Not that. That's cool. The moon. I'm gonna need to build something like that, right? See, that was my mistake. I wanted to go there with heavy equipment. This. Okay, you see that? You see that? You see how this spaceship is stationary? And you see how the rope is just dangling there? It's not flopping all around. Alright? So that right there is what I'm trying to recreate. And that's, see the backpack he's got? See how cool that is? So that's the backpack we're gonna try and build today. Alright, that's what I'm doing. Neat, huh? So that's like a rocket ship. I'm looking at docks, it's all modular. Look how far away they are from the planet. But something tells me something's up with this. Something tells me there's something sus about this whole thing. And what I think is sus about it is I think this is anchored, and I think they're tied to it, and they're floating around and testing it out. I honestly don't think they're free floating in space. So that's just my 2 cents. But so today we're gonna take my 2 cents and put it to use. Okay, so what we need first, we need a plate. All right, we need a winch. And then, now why would I say such things? Why would I disbelieve what I am seeing? Well, you know, I've played this game for a long, long time, and I've done so much testing that I find it very hard to believe. How? Okay, now explain to me how. It's got one giant rocket on it. That's it. It's got one giant rocket on the bottom. That's it. It doesn't have any other rockets. So they came up to space and they're probably shooting sideways at like 1,000,000 meters per second. You know what I mean? Of everything I've tested, I just don't see how. So that's what I wanted to recreate. As soon as I saw it, I was like, yeah, there's no way we can do that. So anyways, that's all we're doing here. We're doing this because I figured there's no way we can recreate this. So we just have to try and recreate it, because if it's impossible, we need to make the impossible possible. Alright, so I suspect that we're going to be able to get the velocity slow enough, okay, to a point where we'll be able to keep up to the vehicle, but we're not going to be exactly, you know, like a ship in the ocean. Unless you really struggle and try, it doesn't necessarily get to, you know, zero. You know, you're always moving. There's always a bit of motion somewhere. Either you're being pushed by the water or whatever, right? So that's kind of my thing. With space, I don't exactly think that you're ever at zero velocity. All right, so I'm just setting this up the way it's set up on the rocket, where we have 4 of these tanks feeding into it. And this is going to give me a chance to test everything, right? We need to test it the way it is. So we have that set up. They're full of air. The air is being pumped backwards. Because I'm smart that way. Alright, so now he had an interesting backpack on, huh? Let's see. I would imagine it probably... This is on the ship, and in the center of it is one of these. Alright, so if we paste that and let's assume that is the backpack. Alright, now we need to continue to gather data. We need to continue to gather. Now he's got 1, 2, 4 thrusters. And it looks like they're on the, and then 2 lights, okay? So he's got, let's see, first we need the seat. Let's start with that. And that's going to be there. And then it looks like, and I bet you this is probably pipe. Yeah, this is probably pipe. And then we've got the RCS thrusters. Now, the thing about the RCS thrusters is we have to test each one individually. Yeah, we have to test each one individually. So it looks like he's got something like that. And then it looks like right on top of that he's got some lights. We'll just recreate it first and then we'll go from there. He's got these spotlights on there. Which... Oh, he's got something in the middle. Goes up like that. So they're probably like this. Okay, and then on the bottom, looks like that, and then it just looks like it comes down. Just like this. So the question is, how do we get the air into here? So we could pretty smart. I would just reverse engineer whatever they made. All right. And then we'll do that, I guess. Now, I wonder if it's a T-pipe. Oh yeah, it probably is. And then a hose. Oh, there's your seat. Now, we could have 2. We could have a tether on the top and a tether on the bottom. But that's probably it. And it looks like theirs is on the bottom and not on the top, which is interesting. So that tells me that they probably tested it out and it didn't work on the top, and it probably was better on the bottom. So we got to do that. There we go. Now we have a genuine Stormworks space backpack thingy. That's so cool. And then, I don't know if we'll need a microcontroller on it. We probably will, actually. So that's probably what they have hidden back here. Let me see. It goes up. Yeah, that's probably what they got hidden back there. Do I have the RCS in alignment? I think I do. Let's see. Let's just sit in it first and see how it looks. Ooh, this is cool. Yeah, we'll need a microcontroller for sure. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. I kind of look like the person in there. There we go. We've created it. So now we have to figure out how to control it. I wonder if this and this. Yeah, I betcha. I'd be willing to betcha. It's gonna need. Unless they just connected the, let's see, if they did this here. That's all you need, really. Do you need electricity? Yeah, I know. Oh, you know, they probably, yeah, that's it. So if you run the seat directly into these, then your channel 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. See, you already have that. Enable position stabilization is 5. So let's just see. That's probably what they did. Yeah, that's probably what they did. Just run the composite right in there. So then if we press 5, oh, the lights work. But there's no hose connected yet, so that's probably why. So now what we need is a toggle and a battery to run the pumps. And that's it. And then they probably have like button 2 on the seat is probably the release. So button 1. Oh, actually, you know what? We can't do that because those are composite channels. Channel 1, channel 2, channel 3, channel 4, channel 5, channel 6. Yeah. So how do they get the lights to work then? Unless the lights don't work and they're just for show. Oh, you see? You see? You see? I'm busting them. I'm busting them. Busting their little secrets there. Yeah, they're probably not even on. So then we have air coming into it. No, nothing's, maybe I'm misunderstood here. Oh, I gotta turn the pumps on. Duh. Did I connect them even? Probably not. Probably not. Just having a brain fart here. Alright, so we need to connect the pump. The electricity has been connected. We're not going to worry about extending the whole, we just want to test out the thrusters, that's all. So if we want the lights to work, we're going to have to create a microcontroller. Alright, so the pumps are active, so there should be air coming to the suit. Yeah, there we go. So that's 3 is forward, 4 is backwards, 6 is rotation, hold. 5 doesn't work for some reason. So that's rotation, 1 and 2. We probably don't want to worry about those. 3 is forward, 4 is backwards, 5 we can't get, and 6. Alright, so let's see what's going on. So 3 and 4 we want. 3 is forward. 4 is backwards. Now, and then what was 6? So we have to look at the composite channels to know. Channel 6, rotation. We don't want rotation stabilization because that's going to cause us to rotate. It's going to cause us to rotate. And there's a lot. These things are really powerful, so we're just going to have to be like light. So we can rotate. So one is, all right, so the one is rotate. 1 and 2 are rotate. Whichever direction, let's see. So 1. Well, I got started all up. 1 would be rotate right, and 2 is rotate left. Gotcha. 1 rotate right, 2 rotate left. So 1, 2 is rotate left. All right, we need some more music. We need some more music. So loud, cars driving by. Okay. All right, so we have our thing. What's next? What's next? So why doesn't 5 work? 5 is enable position stabilization. It does work. It just isn't active. Gotcha, because we're not moving around. If we're moving around, it will be active. So 5 is position, hold, 2, and 6, I'm just saying, you just don't press. The problem is it's rotation hold, but the thrusters are so powerful, it just spins you. It needs work, but anyways, so that's it. Okay, so now if we want any more, so that's how they have the seat set up with the buttons. So now what do? We have WSAD, left, right, up, down, and then the trigger. Oh, you know what? They probably have the trigger, the space button for the lights. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, we're going to save this as our spacewalk thing because we're going to be building a few of these different designs. Ooh, that was really cool. And I betcha, okay, and I have a really good idea. So space turns that on. Now, check this out. Here's what we're going to do. So we're going to use W and S to, yeah, here we go. So we need a remote control. This one's good to 100 meters, and we're going 150 meters. So we actually need the medium, unfortunately. So we'll put that in there. And then, of course, it's going to be broadcasting. Outputs an on signal if the connector is sent to launch. Yeah, I guess. So we need 2 things. We need a constant number. And we need a constant on signal. Where do we want the constant on signal? I guess we can't put it there. Here, you know what? Let's put the number on this side too. We need to expand this just a little bit. Okay. So what we're going to do is the number that we're going to be broadcasting is going to be There, okay, and then we need a RX on the ship. Okay, and we need a constant number. Alright, and then we need to take this number here and copy it. And we need to paste it into there. And that's going to be that number. And that's going to be that number, and it's going to be constantly broadcast. So what we'll have to do is we'll have to figure out like how to launch it. Yeah, how to launch it. All right, so we don't need that yet. So now what we're gonna do is, if we say composite and we run the seat into this remote control, and then we get a blank microcontroller. So we're going to be putting this on our rocket. And we need a composite in. And then we need in and out, right? Winch in, winch out. So now what we need to do is update that. We need to see what is the, from the seat, W and S is value 2. So channel 2. So composite comes into here. Then we go into here. And we need a composite read number. And we're going to be reading it on channel 2. Then we take a threshold. And now we need to test it. So this one is going to be between 1 and 0.00100. There's 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 decimal places. And this one here is going to be -1. 0.00100. Alright. So we can take that. Save it, and then we'll test it here. Also, oh no, I didn't connect it. I'm an idiot. Oh, there's a detached rope now on the winch itself. Oh, cool. So I don't have to do the remote. Nice. It's gonna make it even easier for oil. All right, so we've got this set up now. This is cool. This is really cool. This is so cool. I don't know what else to say. All right. So I'm pressing S, and now I'm pressing W. And I don't know what it's getting. It's going in or out. It's just going out. Why is that? Oh. That's probably why. Right, all this is set up on the vehicle. All we need is the seat, so I can just take the seat, put it right inside the rocket, and I'm ready to go. Now it's not working. Oh, no electricity. No electricity into the radio controller. Now I'm gonna have to provide power to here because until I launch it, I'm not gonna get electricity out to the. Now we could do a dual winch system. I don't know how well that would work, where we have a cable providing power to the seat and we have a hose providing air to the seat. That's the only other way to make this work. We'll see. Oh yeah, there we go, see? It's working. But, what we need to do is set this to reset. I think it's set to reset. Yeah, it's set to reset. And now what I need to do is I just need to turn the sensitivity up on this. So that way you really got to be pressing it. Because it won't stop. It won't stop right away. It's weird. You press it, and then the number will get larger, 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 larger until it reaches -1. And then when you release it, it'll get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, right? So we want to have a decent threshold there. And we don't want it to be too small. There we go. Oh, that's cool. Alright, I'm going to have to increase that threshold a little bit more. Probably to half. Well, this was a neat little build. Like I say, now we'll have to test it out in space and see. I mean, I could put solar panels on it. Yeah, maybe that's what we'll do. We'll cover it with solar panels. You see how long you have to hold it? That's the only way. That's fine. So W is in, S is out. Let's reverse. I'll just reverse it and then I can say it would make more sense logically when you're holding W to go out than in. Alright, so now we can add this to our rocket, and then we can launch to space, and then we can test it out, finally. And to me, this is the coolest part. This is the coolest part. Because we'll be able to leave the rocket, and we'll be able to be we'll be just like this. Oh, I've been wanting this for a while. Okay. Yeah, there we go. W, O, S, N. Okay, so now we're ready. We're ready. I guess I could test the battery. I don't think there's going to be much to it, honestly. Like, once it launches, because the solar panels they don't weigh very much. Right in here. These could be solar panels. I don't know how much electricity they'll provide, but yeah, every little bit counts. Cool. So that's that. That's that. Oh, I'm really excited here. So we save it. And now we need to add it to the rocket. So let's copy. Let's copy that. Did I get the connector? I did. Yeah, okay. Let's copy that, and then we need to exit out of here. Fly all the way over here to the launch pad. I guess I could have loaded that in with the, alright. Nice. Now, is that in alignment with the... There. It's gotta go up one, I think. It's gotta go up one. There it is. Just like that. We have, oh, this is the coolest thing ever. The coolest thing ever. Oh, I can't wait. That's how it's gonna be. Out we go, boom. It's so small. That's the worry, it's so small, right? That, you know, getting back in is gonna be, it's gonna be so interesting. I don't know, I really don't know. Probably what's gonna need to happen is, I'm gonna need to have, like, something like this here. Some additional equipment. And I'll have to like, yeah, we're gonna have to figure something out. But that's the coolness, right? That's the whole part of it, is trying to figure out what's gonna work. Do I need one of these on here? I wonder. Probably wouldn't hurt, to be honest. Probably wouldn't hurt. Okay, so now what we need to do, now that we have that all put together, now what we need to do is I need to load this, and I need to copy the microcontroller. No, we're not going to save it. We're going to load it. paste. Merge that to there. We need an RX here. Constant number. Now the constant number in here becomes that constant number. Are going to provide electricity to the seat. Oh, actually, no, we don't want to do that. We don't want to provide electricity to the hard point because then it sucks back electricity like there's no tomorrow. I don't know why. That's just the way the hard points are. Alright, so then we take the composite and we run it into there, and then winch in, winch out. And that's it. So then what turns on? Do we have the pumps? We don't have the pumps button yet. Coming out of that microcontroller. Or do we? We do have the pumps button. Is it on there? Alright, so we have that. We have the activate door. We have the airlock. We get in there. See, the last thing we need is we probably need some lights. You know, there's some other, whatever, quality of life stuff that we'll need. It's going to need to get added to this area eventually. Alright, oh, I'm so excited to test this thing out. It's the coolest thing I've ever made. Okay, so where are we at with the video? We are at 42 minutes. Okay, let's get one more. We got 15 minutes. Let's launch. Let's launch and test this thing out. I really want to do a spacewalk. I really want to. Look at that. 300,000 this thing costs. Now, Stormworks, you're insane. Absolutely insane. I still don't have, we're still not ready. We're almost fully ready. But I want to do a spacewalk, so see, when I turn them down low, I get burnt in the atmosphere. Get burnt. Yeah, we're just going to go to the atmosphere. As you can see, I put some stuff in here. We're just going to go close, and then I want to get on in this suit. Yes, no. weight. The numbers have been needed to be adjusted again. Wow. 30,000 to go. That's probably why. I'm trying to correct here. Why is it killing me? Oh, nose cone. Why are you doing this? Oh, really? Come all that way, and I realize there's an issue with one of the thrusters? Boo! Boo! Oh, which thruster was it? Let's see. It was. Let's see. Number 3. Channel 3. Probably this. Yeah, might have something to do with that. Though one of the rockets came on and it wouldn't shut up. I can't believe the cost of this thing already. It's small too. Everything I'm building is small and it just costs so much. Working now. Oh, what happened? Alrighty, so we are launching to space. Hopefully we make it this time. Without too many difficulties. Seems like we're on track now. Good, everything is functioning normally. Oh, I'm so excited to do this spacewalk. Woo-wee. Even that's working good now. So now essentially we just scale it up. The bigger it is, the more thrust we need on the bottom, the more thrust we need on the sides. The more fuel we need to carry. Zero angular speed. That is exactly what we want. A clean launch. speed now. Now we really start to accelerate. At about 20,000 feet, it just takes off. Look at that fuel. Just gobbling that up. That's almost 500 meters a second. That is fast. That is 500 meters a second. That is fast. So we could cap out now. We're going to be in like low Earth orbit. Low orbit. Which I'm okay with. There we go. Now we're in like low orbit. So then we can turn... body position. Start to slow down. I think this needs to be 5. Look at that. 0 and 0. That's what I like to see. Then we can get out and walk around, right? We're not squashing around in space. Oh, this is exciting. Still trying to slow down. We're ascending quite fast. We can slow this down to. Alright, we're just gonna go with this. We're just gonna go with this. I really want a space one. So we're just gonna go with it. Well, you know what? I don't actually have a way to release this. So, ooh, like living dangerous. Look, I'm able to walk around in there. Oh, nice. Living dangerous here. Oh, and I can't. Oh no, I'm gonna fall outside the rocket. No, no, no. Oh, I can't just grab. I'm trying to grab the connector. Oh, that was a mistake. There we go. There we go. Now. Oh, you know what? I need to. See how fast it's been? Oh, we're getting out, we're getting out, we're getting out, we're getting out, yeah! Oh no! Oh, nice! Look at that, look at that! Uh-oh. Is it anything like the picture? Is it anything like the picture? No, it's nothing like the picture. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, there we go. Oh my goodness. Well, there you have it. Is it what I expected? Absolutely not. That's supposed to be our position hold. And then this is supposed to be our rotation hold. But it's just pushing me through space. Now I have to slow down somehow. Is this how it is? This must be how it is, eh, with the astronauts when they go to space. Oh my goodness. Well, there you have it. That's gonna do it for today's video. I did it. I'm walking up in space doing some crazy stuff. That's gonna do it for today's video. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, liking, and subscribing. I wonder how I'm going to get back in. I guess I can just pull myself back towards the rocket. What is it, buddy? What is it? Yeah, just pull myself back towards the rocket here. Try not to get burned by the rocket engines. That's it. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. And you know, from here, dare I leave the seat? Dare I leave the seat? So now let's see. Now what do I do? Well, nice. Just like that. Gotcha. So I need to find a way, definitely, to turn the sensitivity down. Wait, you might come here then. Come here. Come on. Yeah, come on. Come on. Oh, did I get inside? Let's try to get inside. This is where, having the ropes and stuff can come in. Oh no, I think you just hit something. I go crazy. Oh my goodness. Can I? Down there, please. Please. Thank you, Dad. Yeah. Yes. Oh, boy. Yeah, that's going to do it. That's just trying to make it back into the... No, get off. Come on, Dad. Oh man, everybody's been on me for days, and I just... Give me a chance, sir! Oh, God! Yeah! He's gonna come back. Oh, my goodness. Come on, don't get stuck in here. What is it? What is it? I don't know if I'll be able to make it back in there. I'm really struggling. I'll definitely need to adjust the sensitivity of the thrusters. Yeah, that's probably it. If I adjust the sensitivity down to like half, I'd have a lot more control. But I'm excited. It's pulling the rocket, but it's the rocket's still doing a good job at keeping up. So, 3 is forward, 4 is backward. And I don't know what then there's like a rotate. 1 and 2 rotate. It's actually pretty cool. Well, I'm just stuck on this stuff. Thruster. now what I need to do is, oh my goodness. Oh, I can do that. I can do that. I was able to tether to it. Okay, so now if I get the winches working, that's how we got to do it. We got to tether to the seat, and then use the winches to pull us into the into there. Okay, well that's cool. Well, that's pretty cool. Awesome. Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe. You guys are awesome. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'm having a lot of fun, as you can tell. And I will see you all in the next one.